Should I just do a quick Google of like what the top reasons for death in this country is? All right, so let's go through this. Okay, this is a long post, like it's vertical. So it's like this times 6. Just go scroll it up. All right, drop some dookie in the comments below. So here's the first part. It's all text, so if you're listening. You know how science has proven that wearing masks helps to prevent the transmission of the C of the 19? Like repeatedly proven this to be true. Ooh, okay. And if everyone wore masks, we could be decreasing the impact of C and maybe move on from the whole pandemic thing. Well, actually, it's not like we're proven to, obviously, it doesn't work necessarily to, okay. Like I'm fine with people wearing masks, but yeah, it's like not obvious. Just the data that we have. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. We're doing enough. That's making it quantifiable. All right, next post here. Unless you're wearing N95, legit full thing. You're wearing the cloth. Like I don't have an N95 mask. You wear a cloth mask. I ain't doing shit. It really isn't. A virus is like, it's so fucking microscopic, smaller than a goddamn cell. It's getting through. All right, it's getting through that. All right, and how it is super aggravating that lots of people are just not wearing masks, even though we know they can help. Well, it's a private business. If people want to wear a mask, they tell them to wear masks. If you don't want to, don't come in, no mask, no come in. Okay, then no business. Whatever. I think people should have the choice to do what they want, and a business can tell people like, hey, if you come in, you should wear a mask. Let's see here, but this is where it gets shitty. Okay. Well, then this next tidbit of science is going to blow your mind. Oh, tell me. Science has also repeatedly proven that diets don't work. You're going to tie this together? Oh, let me guess. You're fat and you want to justify being fat as if it's not going to make you susceptible to sickness and disease, right? Are you going to tell me that being fat does not make you more at risk for getting sick and having an issue with COVID when it's literally the number 1 or number 2 factor for having complications based on the data? And we've seen the charts that if you're obese, you like the number 2 reason why you'll have a complication with COVID. Is that right, Aaron? I just read a study arguing against it. In fact, the bullshit surgical masks they recommend says it does not protect any viruses. And also, and I'm not an expert in this, just talking out loud, but just because you have a mask, even if it's N95, there's still proper precautions, like things, there's sequences and things that you have to do in order to wear it properly. Like, for example, for me, look at this. You see this on my face? It's a beard. Like that resting, I ain't got to do shit. Just resting on my fucking beard. It's not sealed, and you have to know how to do it properly, put it on properly, wear it properly, take care of it. A lot more to it. All right. So science has also repeatedly proven that diets don't work. Oh, yeah. Matt fucking Damon.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Science has proven that fat bodies are not indicators of poor health outcomes. I knew it.
How about I send you
I knew it.
hobo's dick cheese?
I fucking knew it. We as a culture have had this info for decades. Wow. Where have I been? All right, let's read this again. Science has proven that fat bodies are not indicators of poor health outcomes. Should I just do a quick Google of like what the top reasons for death in this country is? It's going to be diabetes, heart disease, and then it's going to be obesity. And obesity leads to heart disease. Like it's all the same shit pretty much. Like, what are you talking about? Science has proven literally the opposite. Science has proven that fat bodies are not indicators of poor health. What are you talking about? Fat bodies. So being obese is not an indicator of poor health. Like, what are you talking about? Really? I'm really interested in this. Seriously, I'm interested in the science that proves that being obese is not an indicator of poor health outcome, when in fact, it's like the fundamental indicator. Josh, apparently obesity and morbid obesity are 2 of the top 5 reasons for COVID deaths. I'll bring it up. Right? Let me bring it up. Let's see. I'll use DuckDuckGo. I won't even use Google. All right. Top, what is it? Top reasons for COVID death? Now I'm getting flagged by like the NSA. Oh my God, he typed in COVID. Top 5 reasons. Let's see here. Oh, they're trying to give me like a slideshow. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't. Oh, now it's not. All right, it doesn't say. There. I was hoping for. We all know heart disease, right? Heart disease, cancer. So in other words, heart disease, cancer, COVID, stroke, chronic lower respiratory disease, Alzheimer's, which is type 3 diabetes. And then diabetes, influenza, septicemia, heart disease, directly related to obesity and poor health and poor lifestyle choices, cancer, same thing. Most like 80 to 85% of cancers are environmental. COVID-19, obviously that's a death, that's a cause of death. But obviously obesity isn't listed here because obesity is a comorbidity, which means it puts you at greater risk. Then you have stroke, okay, Alzheimer's, diabetes. All right. I'm not going to go fucking around looking for on the fly, but you can find that shit. Yeah. This is a crock of shit. Okay. So it's not over yet, by the way. I just got stuck on the stupidity. So we as a culture have had this info for decades. No, we haven't, because it's not true. Like, this is just blatantly not true. Yet we continue to wage war on fat bodies. No one's waging a war on fat bodies. You know why? Because 3/4 of the population, 2/3 actually, are fat bodies. Fat folks. You forgot the X instead of the S. It's an X there. Wage war on fat bodies. Yeah, sure. Wage war. Well, we, Swole fam, we are in the minority there. This diet culture season, aka holiday season, aka fat fuck season. Say it right. There you go. There you go. Everyone that was fucking upset that I didn't burp into the microphone. There you go. I blew out your ear holes. Sorry, not sorry. Consider shutting. Oh, okay. This diet culture season, aka holiday season, consider shutting the fuck up about bodies and diets as this person goes on a SJW fucking rant about fat bodies and diets. So why don't you shut the fuck up? Just because you don't like what you see in the mirror doesn't mean you are, doesn't mean you can lie about fundamental data. Diets don't work, and there are human beings living in those bodies. No shit. Jesus fucking Christ. No fucking shit. Wow, there are human beings living in those bodies. You don't say. You don't say. It's not a condo complex. It's fat for a fucking reason. There are human beings living in those bodies you so vehemently disparage. Big words. You should probably use ones that you understand. There are human beings living in those bodies. Why, thank you for the information. Well, that clears it all up then. Channel all of that, quote, but I was only trying to help energy towards folks not wearing masks. You're just bringing this back? What are you talking about? This is such an incoherent state. This is such an incoherent, like paragraph. This is an incoherent statement, this whole thing. How does this have to do with anything with masks? You're yelling about fat people and just stop hurting my feelings. And then you're going back to masks. That just doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it will be well received. Alternatively, unpacking your fat phobia in therapy is a great option too. I agree. You should definitely go to therapy to understand the basics of human health. And you should probably not be passing out and posting bullshit information that's going to get people killed. So you're an idiot. You're a fucking dumbass.